Okay, let's get started with this. Today is Thursday, December 16th, and I'm gonna be reviewing, doing my technical analysis for. I'm gonna review the one that I did on Tuesday. Wednesday I was off the charts. I'm just off of it. But interesting enough, too, Wednesday was a lot of movement. Some of the coins that I was looking at, one of them which is gonna be HTR. HTR, I believe yesterday had a nice day. Let's look at that here. Yesterday was the 16th. Yesterday was the 14th. Okay, so when I was breaking it down was on 14. It was Tuesday, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, I believe it was Tuesday. Yes, it was Tuesday. And yesterday was the 15. Okay. So we're gonna take a look at this day. So previously I had seen, this level right here was which previous resistance, which was $1.30. You can see in the previous video we talk about how it broke above it, the little extra wick here, but it not cross. We didn't have a full body in it. So off here we had another attempt, nothing happened. Here nothing happened. And Tuesday we had another attempt here we detached, but nothing happened. Interesting enough, we also noticed this did not make lower lows. It was still a little bit higher than the previous one. And here this happened on Wednesday when it finally this happened. It had a little bit of drop. It came back. It had a massive jump, and then on today in the morning, well, Wednesday late night, like 11, 12 in the night, we had this massive jump, which crossed over 130, which was nice. As we were waiting for. You can see this build up right here. Like continuously, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then until the 6th one is where we finally broke above 130. And then now the next resistance will be that $1 with 50 cents. The reason I say this is a heavy resistance because we touched it once today, and then the second time a while ago, a couple hours ago. And if you go back in time, like around December at the beginning of the month, we noticed when it had the sell off here, it had trouble getting out of this area 150, and this is where we're sitting at now. Right now, and I'm waiting for it to retest 130 to be the possible support. If it does, once I have a confirmation of bouncing or showing some sort of bounce, then I'm gonna buy a position here, and I'm gonna keep watching it here to see if it breaks above 150. If it does, great, that's awesome. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna probably take the small profit here, wait for another dip, and then wait for confirmation of the option, and then just buy on that dip, and then just hold it above the breakout. But yeah, this one I'm pretty happy with this because, like I said, I've been watching it for some time since this drop that happened, and we noticed that it has some sort of consolidation here. You can see, and then it was until right here where it was kind of making a higher lows, and now we see there's some movement happening, which I'm happy. So this one I'm just waiting for those more pullback to get a better price. I'm looking at probably either 135 or 132. If it gets close to the 130, if it doesn't, then that's where I would probably most likely buy. And the other one that we talked about the other day was Gods. Yes. So Gods, I traded for a little bit. Actually, it was down when I jumped into this. When I had bought in at 625 around here. That was before that drop right here, and then it sold off. It got all the way to $4 with 39 cents, which is crazy. And today that's happened on yesterday at 1 p.m. It broke above $6 with 41 cents, and it had a small pullback. And now, in the same day to yesterday at 9 p.m., that's when it went all the way to $7.57. They made it high on the day, and today it dropped about 6.46. They've been trading between 6.46 and $7 around. And earlier, a couple hours ago, it made a little bit higher high, which is 7.57. I believe it's the same price, something around there here, and then it sold off. Right now, it's gonna like find its way. Probably what this will do, it will retest the support like it did before. If not, it will bottom here and continue to go up that uptrend. This is the all-time high, so that's $8.94. So for this one, I might get into it. I'm waiting for Gods and also HTR. Gods, I took since I had that position up and I sold it when I was at 7. I think when it was 13 to 14. But I get greedy, so a little bit higher than that, 735, 740. Either way, I'm still happy with that. Right now, I don't have the position open, so I'm waiting for Gods or HTR to see which one is gonna give me the confirmation first. I'm mainly aiming at HTR because it's at a better price. That's a lot cheaper, $1.40 comparing it to Gods, which is $6 or So I'm happy with this. This is nice little pattern that we were able to see. Then the other one is gonna be KDA that we watched too. We talked about this one. Me and my friend talked about this one on Tuesday as well, which was the 13th. And then, so we talked about it. That wasn't the 13th, it was the 14th. So 12. Oh shit, I didn't put it. So this one is another one that I was looking at. Since it had its all-time high of $20 right now, it kind of seemed like it finally slowed down a bit. Like you can see here, it touched, did like a little bit here, and then finally it looks like it's gonna be bouncing off, which is great. It's great to see this. This one, another one that I'm looking at. I may take a small position to this one. I'm still waiting for a better price. I'm waiting for confirmation. I want to know if this is gonna be the new support, where it's gonna hold above $11, or if it's gonna possibly come down to $9. I don't think it's gonna come down to $9 with 3 cents. That's what I had, or $8 with 97 cents. That's where I had that alert going on, just in case if it drops below that, but it doesn't seem like it. So what I'm looking here is possibly reaches the $10 with 6 cents right here. we have this area here. This is where it was pretty much bouncing from. There was the previous resistance here, and now it should be the support. So yeah, this one I might trade it, I may not. Like I said, I'm looking at, I'm heavily looking at HTR. This KDA, I don't have nothing on it. This one is one of the ones that I want to get at a small position, or a nice position, so I can hold over one of my long-term holds besides XRP and BET and MTB that I have. This one I'm looking at probably, I don't know, MACD. It's a little bit weird, kind of like forming this form, which I'm iffy about. Something usually this one it's not clear. It's gonna go up, but it's not clear. Well, in the RSI, it looks like it looks a little bit overbought in the section. So I wouldn't be surprised if it drops a bit more. Probably aiming, like I said, like $10 will be the where we'll see it. It had a nice push, from what is that, 40%, not like 40%, 46%. I'm not counting the wick. I'm just counting the full body. So yes, I had a nice little jump. It has to cool down a bit. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm gonna set an alert here. $11. If it drops below that, then I'm gonna see where it bounces from. Another one that I'm watching too is XRP. XRP has been trading somewhat sideways today. I haven't paid attention too much on it, but it's good to see. This was yesterday. It made a high low, 77 cents, which is good. It's a nice sign of an uptrend. So I'm still, so right here I'm still watching it. This one is another one that I'm holding, like I said earlier, but I don't have a big position, but I also would like to grab some more just to have a trading position for this one. This one is just watching it because I have a long position on it. I might get on. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna get into this one. Even though it's 81 cents, I feel like what I have more potential right now as a jump or move, it will be HTR, which if it goes all the way to previous highs, it's a 78% increase. And versus HXP, which has been a little bit it looks great from the picture like that, but so now I don't know. I guess this one, if I could get a per price of 53 cents, it would be great, but I don't see that anymore. Maybe. Yeah, this one XRP is not what I'm looking at, but right now I'm mainly looking at HTR and GODS. This one it's played out good this past 2 days, so we'll see. Another one that I have that I'm down a lot. It's ILA, which this one you can see it looks horrible. It's 73% since its all-time highs, and I have Barin, I believe it was 61 something, I think it's 61.50, and I made a mistake and I put in a stop loss, so I'm down 70%, which is a lot, in total. This one I'm down $3,000 on this one, so This is what happens when you don't put your stop loss. Stop loss is a big deal. It helps you in cases like this where the market all of a sudden just change directions and stuff. So yeah, this one I think it's gonna take a while for it to come back. I don't see no some sort of confirmation yet. At first I thought it was gonna be 30 cents where it was gonna bounce from, but you can see here it touched and bounced and it just went down, and here it's another time frame that I saw here on the little square. It was trading between 29 cents and 38 cents. You can see here it's struggled to break above 38 cents. So come back, and then it became it entered another zone of 22 cents and 29 cents, and then it broke the 29 cents, but it just couldn't stay above it break below it, and it break below the 22 cents, and now it has a lower low of it 17 cents, which has been the lowest. And now it's trading about 20 cents. It's between here. This one's gonna take a bit of time for it to come back. Took a bad position. This that's really bad. So what can you do? Is just move on. So, but yeah. And now I'm sticking to the same. I haven't found anything that really excites me. It's just these 3 HTR GODS and then XRP and KDA are the ones that I'm really focusing on. Just the market's been a bit weird. The direction of Bitcoin still not doesn't look too high. It looks, it still has this form of U shape, and we want this to come back, but I still feel like it's gonna be trading sideways for a little bit more time. Or until we break above 51 is where I would see like some sort of an option, but right now I still feel like it's gonna be trading sideways. So there's no true direction yet. It could go anywhere. It could go up or down. Just have to wait on this one, But if it trades sideways, I'm okay with that. As long as it doesn't make it low, breaks below 40,000, 44,000, I believe that's where. Yeah, 44,000, 42,000. If it does break below 42,000, that's good. If it does, then it's gonna bring other coins down with it. So just gonna be careful with my positions. Every time I enter a trade, I'm gonna make sure I have a stop loss. Either 2 or 5%. That's where I feel comfortable with. Anything above that, I just rather just take that small loss and then just wait for the better entry. Yeah, this is gonna be my analysis for today. It's just analysis is short, but right now we have some movement going on this past 2 days, so I'm lucky. I'm still waiting for some sort of cool down, some sort of retest for support. Once I get that, then I can buy in or we'll see where it's heading. Right now, KD is the one it's moving. Let's look at it. The 15 minute, $14 today. 430 from $9 on yesterday. This is a nice little overturn. So 53%. That's crazy. And it's bouncing off that 200 AMA line. So that's great. It's actually not a bad trade because if I get into this one, maybe not possibly maybe not 14%, and I'm just risking 5%, which is perfect. That's a perfect. That's where I feel comfortable. Taking loss right there. I'm actually getting to this one. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this. I'm probably gonna wait for 11.96 as my entry. Well, yeah, this is gonna be it for today. I know it's not much, but just have to wait to see what it's gonna do. If it's gonna continue to go up or is gonna find some sort of support. There is nothing really for me to buy at the moment. I'm just waiting. Once I do, I'll let you guys know. And then XRP is moving a bit. Whoa. What the hell is going on with XRP? It's almost 3%. But anyways, I'm gonna edit this video really quick, really fast, and then upgrade it. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking at KDS, the one that looks more. I feel more comfortable with KD than GODS. I think GODS had the most of it today. Right now, it retested the ISA. I think it got to $7.32, but I think it's gonna come down a bit. I want to see. I think it's gonna retest at $6 again. If not, it might stay at $6 with 40 cents. But yeah, this will be all for today. I'm gonna be watching KDA. KDA seems really good. Let me look at the 4 hour. But the 4 hour is still a bit weird. So. And that 1 hour looks good, so we'll see. But I'm gonna keep you. We'll see what we do and what it does. So, yeah.